But it turns out they're going with the Rexar, which is going to provide a lot of poke and delay that they kind of were struggling in outside of the Li Ming, which will be absorbed by a new Barak here. Yeah, Misha's not going to get in position to get the delay. Will she get it? The Polymorph is not going to let him W to be able to get the delay here, Kaeyoh. And that's going to be a nice skirmish. The Burrow is going to be coming in from Steven. Blood Splat taking a better damage here. But realistically, it's just shots going over and both teams backing out. That was a really great Polymorph coming out from Hooverman.
The team's here to try and get some delays without risking too much. And Kaeyoh are already going for the cap, but Steven's going to burrow charge in and initiate this fight.
Yeah, he does.
Blades coming out there, doing a little bit of damage to Rhaegar.
But Fawcett's actually getting the fight down along with Wraith. He's already pretty low in this team fight. Great hammering coming out to be able to get a decent damage. Great zoning as well. Coming up from the Dahaka there, Murden's going to hit a double Storm Bolt here at level 7, already showing he's not going Korean build. And they are just slowly whittling away at the blue health bars. One's going to be falling down here. That is going to be Rhaegar. Bloodspat's going to be the response here, getting a reset. But guess what? He's going to have to be able to tap the well here. And it's a 2 for 1 so far. Keenan trying to clean up. Now 3 for 2, but the cap not going to go to Steven. Wraith will be able to get the delay here, Kaeyoh. This is insane.
But just getting a little bit more poke in with some auto attacks. And there's Hydra trying to poke in so low, though. Spagooter getting pulled in by the tongue. Is it going to be enough in the poly? No, the Dwarf toss off 1 HP there. Very close to death. And Wraith is going to back. They're going to go ahead and concede this shrine. I feel like just having one ult down still is really scary if they decide to try and move in there. We see the boars charging out. A lot of damage going down onto close to death. You saw Li Ming getting a lot of poke in on Hylic in the back there. Keenan also at half health already, but Misha gets drug in there and she's going to go down. However, Spagooter takes a really aggressive dwarf toss in. He's going to fall. And now the Disintegrate just ripping apart close to death. But there's a little bit of a late Maw. Can they get the follow-up?
Yeah, Hydra's going to be falling down, and no Ancestral is going to land. Hooverman finishes up the cap there. And that was just an immense amount of isolation coming out from close to death here. I was curious at the decision-making. Oh my gosh, the barrel and the gust there. Instantly got to get a drag. He's already going to be falling down. Greymane is no longer the stun from the Murden, and Spagooter trying to go in, make something happen. Cocoon going to go out. Li Ming is only 25% health when it comes to getting out of this Cocoon. She'll try and TP, but it's not going to happen. Perfectly timed drag going to be coming out here. Now they are going to be escorting these saplings slowly in, and that is going to be a 4 and 13 tier advantage here already for close to death. Never letting go of this match.
With that being said, here's the setup for the shrines.
Yeah, with Fawcett going to the up half of the map, they showed that their global wasn't there, so you see Sandblasters actually trying to contest, already burning the Ancestral Healing onto Scooter. The isolation there from the Gust going to split 2 people off here. Misha is going to be trying to go in, but she is going to be falling down. Boar's coming out as well, but the health bars are so low for the blue team, getting whittled away at here, and Hylic finishes another cap. Now 19 shots. They aren't going to be able to win the game quite yet off of this, but it's going to be really good. They only have 15 seconds left here, but Bloodsplat's taking a lot of damage here, Kaeyoh.
Yeah, Dahaka went in pretty early, but there's going to be the Cocoon coming out, and they're definitely trying to force this fight in an aggressive position. Down below, you see the little delay battle going on. Meanwhile, there is the Polymorphed Hydra there. It's going to be Li Ming falling, and like you said, this looks like it might end up being a triple cap for close to death.
If any of them, it's going to be the bottom one, but we'll see how that plays out here in this matchup. Now, Bloodsplat trying to go in, get the isolation. Wraith and out of position by a lot here. I don't think he's going to be able to survive. Popping everything. Great Polymorph here. Cocoon coming out. This is worst case scenario for Sandblast, or close Sandblasters here.
Yeah, and Rexar was not even in the fight yet, but Greymane in full desperation mode, just all in. Li Ming is going to fall. Spagooter can't really do anything. It's running away, and that's game. Nicely done there by close to death. Man, Keenan is the player to watch, in my opinion.
So they put themselves in a position where they're going to remove 2 heroes from the shrine in order to get stacks, which means they are not even close to contesting the shrine. If they do it the other way around and send a new Barak to put, or excuse me, Asmodan to push, they do have a chance at the shrine, but they will lose that fight. So again, I feel like they lose the 2 early shrines minimum.
Try to punish Sandblasters going in, getting a little bit too far inside. And it's not going to matter, though. They're about to clean up the rest of the Shrine Guardian, and that's going to be the first Punisher. But look at the EXP, Dread. Holy cow, almost 1.5 lead already going to Sandblaster.
But instead, now they do get the Punisher. They are pushing when it comes to this front wall, or to this fort, excuse me. Kaluto getting slowed by Asmodan, though. I think he's going to be falling down, or excuse me, Arthas. He goes down. Oh, hold on. Kunryo actually getting a lot of damage. Going to be overpowered over. He does not survive. We do see the chain bomb finish him off. Li Ming's level 7.
Yes. Oh, let's see here. What?
He goes full orb build on Infernal Shrines.
That is pretty strange. I mean, maybe if you get some crazy angles, like trying to hit from behind, you can still make it work.
His positioning has to be insane though. That's crazy. I don't know. That makes me very fearful. But again, I would have liked to see them threaten to keep up ball.
We are seeing it now ramp up so hard. What it is, it's the combo of these immense orbs coming out as soon as the stack comes out, and 3 members just like that get completely annihilated there.
Man, that is insane. Asmodan stack sitting at only 150 here.
Kaeyoh, they might have the angle on him here. Keenan needs to hit the stun, and he does connect with it. Hylic gonna be throwing out that Shadow Dagger to disable the front wall, and blood splats the Asmodan right up against the wall, and that's gonna be a kill. But now the counter engage, and orb damage, and the reset, 2 kills. Is he gonna get more? 2 for 1 so far.
There it is!
Alive, the flame strike.
That's a 5-man.
Life, man. Oh
that
my
was
gosh, 5 members dead now on the side of close to death, and a huge cleanup.
Moving in now, aggressive with the Shrine, knowing they have the 5-man. Syndra Ghost is whipping! And APOC.
So quickly there, but the D-Shield saving so much damage there on Kunriel. That was absolutely beautiful on the Divine Shield. Holy cow, they're falling so fast on close to death. The Ancestral Healing not able to connect.
I do like the tidal waves picked up at 13 from the Rhaegar trying to deal with it. Syndra Ghost coming out. It's going to hit 2 targets here. There is no APOC quite yet. Kunriel and a lot of damage, but look at their health bars. Everybody's health bars are already dropping. Kunriel does fall down. Space Ghost as well. That's 2 people going to be dying, but look at all of their health. That's 1 big globe. Here it comes in.
Oh, no.
Only hitting 1. That's only going to be the Rhaegar. So we have 5 more seconds till we have another globe coming out. 27 to 28 Skeletal Defenders. Kaeyoh, this is very tense situation here for both teams. Great orb coming out.
He just got the orb reset. Here comes another orb right now.
The globe!
Gonna connect. If they can get 1 more orb onto that backline, they might be able to get a kill. You saw a nice juke by Wraith there, getting rid of the gravity lapse on KT, and
they aren't going to be the aggressors here, though. Sylvanas is not disabling the keep for the time being. There it is. She's going to be able to get the disable. The Arcane is still pushing. That's a 3-man stun and still no follow-up, but the 4-man globe does hit here, weakening their opponents, and they're going to back out now.
They're not going to get a keep, even though that Sandblaster didn't even have a fort there, and they still weren't able to get a keep with the 16-minute Punisher. That's got to feel bad. Yeah, I guess that makes sense, and maybe just not wanting to put all their eggs in one basket, but hold that thought, because Bloodshot's about to get rooted. The Ancestral, he's probably itching to pull the trigger finger on that, but the return Syndra goes up. Need to get out of that Phoenix. Oh my gosh, the Globes, Dread.
The globe hitting. The D-Shield coming out as well. 2 people already falling down, but he's going to have Redemption. Hyke is trying to be able to get out of the situation. 1's going to be falling down there as well. He does get the stun. Yo, shout out to Kunriel. Holy cow. So we'll see if they move in for the court. That looks like that's going to be the shot call here. Oh, but Diablo, no Ancestral going to be hit. I think that's going to be it here, Kaeyoh. I don't think they have a chance, and we probably going to be going to game number 3.
Yeah, what a tense series here, and we were so skeptical of this comp, but you know, a little bit of a tense situation here. Can they actually finish it? I think they definitely have it with the Goat Siegeman there, but fate might fall in the process. Kunriel, oh my goodness, look at that globe damage. Just crushing 2 people and a core with 1 globe. I call that value.
Oh, wait. They said, we apologize. We want, we random Nazebo. We want Zag.
That makes more sense.
Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. And they go with the Arthas. I don't totally hate the Arthas pickup. It's going to need to be able to survive, which it not get poked down. I don't know, this draft now has gotten very strange. I agree with your points. It is a really weird situation that we don't see too often. But we'll have to keep track of the build here for the Artanis. For those who don't know, obviously, amateur opponent does 150%. Oh, no, never mind. Bloodsplat's going to have to get the burrow out there. Artanis is going to be in a rough spot. His passive's already going to be burnt. He is falling down here. So 1 trade already going in favor of Sandblasters,
and
which is why they defend.
They're gonna try and defend here, which is probably the smart choice. They know they can't win the race, but that means they need to be very careful of their positioning here and not to overextend through that choke.
I am surprised. There we go. Keenan is now pulling back to get onto his own. That makes the most sense. He is one of the best when it comes to getting onto that. Meanwhile, Kunriel with a great flank there, going onto the Zagara there. The Howling Blast getting a decent amount of damage here, but I don't know if they're going to be able to confirm the kill. Meanwhile, the poke going onto the Immortal, now falling 25%. Rhaegar is going to be falling down. He's going to be running away. Now Fate is under pursuit. Great polymorph. He's going to be falling down, but again, that's only 10% on the Immortal. Death timers are very short. They need to get multiple targets onto their Immortal, which is why you see them backing out here. 2-man split, and actually just 1-man split here. Bloodsplat, solo defender. They can take this with only a Nubarak defending.
I think Sandtossers will still be able to secure this, right? They need to just get in there and finish it up. But getting those kills brought them so much time.
Yes.
Really nicely done there by close to death.
The Seeker procs are real.
I remember but I believe...
The Brightwing, though, getting cut out. No blink kill to keep her alive. That's going to be one falling down. Great prison there to isolate Fate. Is it going to lead to a kill? Yes, that's going to be a reset for the Li Ming here. 1-for-1 between these two. The reset coming out. No orb is going to be successful. Hylic now falling 50%. Everybody on their team really getting outpoked here. So red team probably going to have to back out and tap. And look at Kaeyoh, the level 10, though, closing in here for Sandblasters. They need to soak for close to death. And I'm very fearful right now for close to death here. They're in a situation to where their comp is now getting a power spike when it comes to capturing the Immortals, but they aren't getting rid of the Immortals very successfully either. And falling behind that level 10 there really did hurt them into that phase. So if they lose the next one, they're going to be down so much in XP, and their composition is going to be really so weak comparatively that I don't know if they're going to be able to come back from it.
Throwers are going to be probably looking to get in and defend. So here they come, and here comes the charge. Bloodsplat taking the brunt of the damage here from the power slide. A Silence coming in. They really want this fight, Dread. And Hylic getting very low. He's going to fall.
The three-man maw and the backline. Wraith is taking a lot of damage. There is going to be no follow-up to that quite yet, but in this chokehold, Bugspat's going to get a lot of value. He's trying to go in here. The Ancestral is going to land onto the Sylvanas here. The dash back and forth, trying to create the survivability. Stage dive coming in, getting a little bit of damage, but Arthas is ruining the backline. Keenan does fall down there, and that is now a 3-for-2 turnaround going in favor of Sandblasters.
Meanwhile, Stage Dive was able to get them a kill with the Artanis there.
The Seeker.
So, meanwhile, the race is continuing on. It looks like Close to Death is going to secure themselves the Immortal here.
That is going to be rough if they take this fight, and I don't think they can say no to it anymore. Bloodsplat already taking a lot of damage. Great Wailing Arrow going to hit 4 people onto the backline. Keenan slowly falling here. The Stage Dive coming in, not going to hit anybody. They burrow out here. Blink Heal is not going to be available for one more second. Is he going to get in range? He does get the Blink over the wall there, but meanwhile, the Zagara is going to be falling down here. He does get a poly response. Good Seeker proc onto Fate, but it's not going to matter. Ancestral coming out, a 5-for-2 trade here, going in favor of Sandblasters. 2 catapults and the Shaman Camp pushing on the bottom half of the map is going to force a response out of somebody on this team. They do end up sending Keenan. He actually can get rid of those relatively quickly. Watch that W rip through the minions. But this is where we see they're going to be getting aggressive. Sandblaster's already getting the root. He's already taken a lot of damage. A great heal to be able to keep him alive. It's not going to cost anybody their life quite yet, but are they going to be able to capitalize on the fact that all their health bars are very, very low now on the side of Close to Death, and Artanis is not with them yet. The Suppression Pulse is not going to be used to negate some of the damage, but Kunriel completely isolated. 3-man Wailing Arrow is not going to be the response. Cocoon coming out. That's 1, 2 people already dead. Somebody after the third. This is a great spot now for Close to Death, Kaeyoh.
Yeah, that was a disaster on the side of Sand Tossers. They've lost 3 people now out of nowhere.
For their team, Mao, the shield's going to be burnt. Stage Dive coming out into play already. There's going to be a decent amount of damage going on. Steven is not dead. The Blink Heal keeps him alive. 2-man Mao's going to be able to keep him up there, and a lot of damage. 3, actually, for that matter. Steven's trying to get the reset. Great polymorph. 3-man Silencing Arrow. And guess what? The Ancestral Healing does not end up hitting there. Steven is still barely surviving. The keep now falling down, Kaeyoh.
Yeah, they really needed Steven to stay alive there, and he was able to. They got that kill on Arthas. Talk about a game of inches there. The Ancestral barely not connecting, and now this actually might be a game-threatening push. They're all here. They're all starting to go on the court. Now here comes the desperation response from Sand Throwers. Fate's going to power slide in, look for something. He's got to back out, but no, the core is already 50%. Falling fast, 30, 20, 10, and that's going to be game, and they take the series. Great job from Close to Death to secure this one. He didn't know where the rest of the team was. Now back in mid, a little bit of contention going on there. Actually able to match him. Droplets got very low there. If they had one more stun, they would have been able to kill him. And now the Swollen is stuck in the roots, but he's able to get out.